Hello, I'm going to speak in English today. Yesterday was the last day where we commemorate the Polish uprising, the Warsaw Uprising of 1944. The P is for Poland, the W is for Polska walczy, Poland is fighting. For 63 days, the Polish army, Home Army, held out against the Nazis. It was a huge achievement. There were some 20,000 AK, as they're called, Armia Krajowa, which is the Home Army. They, of course, were undersupplied with weapons, but they fought, and of course Warsaw was destroyed hugely. If you walk through the center of Warsaw today, it's full of modern buildings and also the Palace of Culture that was donated by Stalin in the 50s or in the late 40s. But Warsaw commemorates every year this uprising, this amazing feat of endurance by the people of Warsaw. The population was fully behind the young Polish army and gave them support while their capital was crumbling, because it was destroyed from the air and also destroyed by tanks and artillery. It was a terrible massacre. 200,000 people died, citizens. And every year that I'm in Warsaw, I commemorate the 63-day event in Warsaw history. I commemorate it by putting this out on my balcony. And the young Poles would be arrested for writing the P and W, this logo. They would do it at night. If they were caught, they were thrown into jail. Some of them lost their freedom for years. And anyway, it's a very grand achievement. For a time, there was criticism that the Poles should not have risen because it cost them so dearly. But in fact, Stalin realized that the uprising, the Warsaw Uprising, meant that he would never be able to really subdue the Poles the way he would want to. And consequently, Poland was given a sort of, it wasn't part of the Soviet Union, but it was part of the Soviet bloc, which is different. And it was given certain freedoms that the rest of the Soviet Union wasn't given. But it was due to the resistance by the Poles, the citizens of Warsaw and the AK, the Home Army, that meant that Poles came out of it with some pride. I watched a program on television the other night. I was very moved to hear interviews with people, elderly people who survived and who took part as part of the Home Army. And they said that they walked out of the ruins of Warsaw as POWs, prisoners of war, with pride, with joy, because they had made their mark on history and told the world that we will not be subjected. It's really a very great feat. So if you ever come to Poland, come to Warsaw, come to its museums, learn its history. It's going to take, I think, in the future, it's going to take a bigger role in European politics. And we have to be behind Poland. We have to help Ukraine, who is finding her identity and fighting for it. But the Poles have fought for their identity for well over 100 years and against Russian hegemony. So here we are. There's my little flag. And every time I'm in Warsaw during the uprising, I stand to attention for the minute that the sirens wail at the beginning of August, and I put up my flag, and then I commiserate with the spirit of this city, which is such a brave historical place. My parents were both born here, so part of me feels that I'm a Warszawianka. Thank you.